Okay, so the definition of chic on dictionary.com is attractive and fashionable, stylish. Okay.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like.
Hey there, fashion friends. Welcome to today's episode. I am happy you are here to join me. On today's episode, we are talking about different ways to look chic during the wintertime. Yes, because winter is upon us, and it is the time of coziness, cuddliness, but with that comes frumpiness. And I do think there is a time and a place for frumpy, for sure. Friday nights, you will find this gal frumpy as ever on the couch for movie night. However, I feel like if you embrace this for the whole entire season, you're gonna feel just that, frumpy and dumpy. And I don't know about you, but that does not sound appealing. No, it doesn't. That is why today I'm sharing just some tips, or I guess more so than anything, essential pieces that I use in my wardrobe for the wintertime to have style and look chic, but at the same time am cozy, comfortable, and practical. But first, I do think we need to touch on what do we think chic is. I think it's important to understand what my sort of definition of chic is for relativeness of this video. I would say what chic is to me is elevated style. And what is elevated style to me? That is when you add contrast, edge, or an unexpected detail. You can use all of these or just one of them, but those are ultimately the things that I use to add elevated style to an outfit. This is speaking to my own personal style aesthetic. If you've been watching my channel, you're probably very familiar with my style aesthetic. If you're not, I'm somebody that likes to have classic, sophisticated style combined with a sort of edgier, rebel style. I like to have that contrast quite often. Ultimately, I will always opt for timeless pieces, understated minimal pieces, and then just have little sprinkles of novelty or statement in there. So that is me in a nutshell. With that, let's get started. Okay, so number one is turtlenecks. Now, why do turtlenecks look so chic? Well, one, it's associated with a sophisticated style, but to me, it's more that it's just such a flattering top because it elongates the neck and upper half and adds that elegance. As well as that, I love them for the practicality of, that they keep your neck warm. And then on top of that, I love them for layering purposes. So it's such a great thing to wear underneath sweaters because you add that little bit of texture, and it looks great with blazers, it looks great with jackets, and it always, for me, adds just that perfect touch of sophistication when I'm trying to sort of balance out an edgier look. Okay, so number two is thick, breathable blazers. So like a wool blazer or tweed blazer, those are definitely gonna be a go-to for me. And so if you get yourself like one or two just good quality blazers that are thicker, but at the same time are comfortable, are breathable, like you can have some movement in it, like a sweater would give you. So like this one, for an example, to me is just super comfortable, super cozy, but super stylistic. But I'll wear this just like I would wear a cardigan sweater because it is very comfortable. Then you don't have to feel like you're sacrificing that practicality aspect for the style aspect. Number three is cozy meets tight. I've talked about a lot that I like to have like a, tight pair of jeans with like an oversized sweater, right? And ultimately what you get there is just an effortless, chic look. You could go the route of wearing just like, a normal pair of jeans with just like a normal fitted sweater or sweatshirt, and you would have a fine look. But it's crazy how just going a few sizes up, going a few sizes bigger, and having that oversized sort of slouchy look just completely elevates it because you have more of a contrast. So there you go. Okay, number 4 is all black. Why I love this look so much, just an all black look, is one, it's super easy because you don't have to think about like tying things together. Or how different colors look together. So the fun thing with this is that, yeah, when you do this is just to mix textures. Okay, tip number 5 is to have a pair of go-to black boots. I'm more talking about just a good pair of black boots that have a stylistic edge to them, that are comfortable and super easy to get on. Then it's just when I'm going out the door, I literally don't even have to think about my outfit. I can just grab those, put them on my feet and run out the door and know that those boots are going to elevate whatever the heck I'm wearing. They add that easy style to a look. But also with that, try to find a pair that has just a little stylistic detail to them that isn't super over the top, because obviously you don't want it to overpower whatever it is you're wearing, but enough of a little stylistic detail that it will kind of add that little touch of edge, that little touch of unexpected to the look. Okay, number 6 is a pop of sneaker. I love sneakers, and I love sneakers for the fact that they are super comfortable, and I feel like these style choices are endless when it comes to sneakers. A lot of sneaker companies now are coming out with these winter lines, which I love. So last year I actually got myself the Nike Air Force 1 shell. I am absolutely in love with these sneakers because they have a statement style, but in an understated way. They have the practicality of the material being waterproof, and then as well as that, they're super comfortable and they're super warm, because it's going to provide that same sort of thing that a go-to black boot will provide, where it's just an easy, don't have to think about it, can just throw it on and you know it's going to work with all of your clothes. But it's just going to be that counterpoint to the boot. It's going to have that casualness versus the boot having that edgy sort of sophistication. Okay, tip number 7 is a good oversized coat. Like I said before, I think oversized just looks chic because it just adds contrast. But on top of that, it's super practical. When you have an oversized coat, it makes it super easy to layer underneath, to just layer it up to whatever level you need. But as well as that, it's just super chic and has that elevated style that I'm looking for. Number 8 is find yourself a good beanie. I mean, I love a good beanie in the wintertime. I'm not gonna lie. There's times in the winter where I will literally just wear a beanie every day, all day. In the house, outside of the house, just cause I can. The reason why I think I was so attracted to the fisherman's beanie versus other beanies, just for that reason, is that it is basically the style of a fisherman. So it is kind of an unexpected thing for someone like me to wear, and it just has some edginess. I always think that things that derive from, you know, hard work, from hardworking people, it just adds that great bit of edgy grit to a look, and I love that. So you can have a very basic outfit and then add a fisherman's beanie, and to me it's unexpected detail as well as a little bit of edge that just takes the look a little bit further. Easy piece because it's practical, because we all wear beanies in the wintertime, and it looks good. So there we go. Okay, number 9 is a statement sweater. What do I mean when I say statement sweater? It's a piece that makes a statement. It's a piece that basically says, hello, I'm here, look at me, sort of thing. The reason why I like statement pieces is because my style is pretty minimal, pretty neutral. So I love to just sprinkle in statement pieces every now and again to add that little bit of interest. Again, that unexpected detail that's just got like a really good print that's just nice and chunky and cozy and comfy that I can just pop on with my really simple silhouetted outfits, my simple colors, and it just instantly works. What I'm on the hunt for right now, the biggest gap that I have had in my closet for the last probably 2-3 years, is that I want a really long, dramatic duster cardigan with like a really awesome steezy statement print. I'm not gonna compromise, I am gonna find one. Okay, and number 10, find yourself a good pair of wool tapered trousers. This is such a great option to have kind of as the counterpoint to the jean. So the trouser is going to provide that sophisticated style to a look. But as well as that, if they're wool or a good fabric like wool, it will also then be practical for the wintertime and holding in that heat and keeping you nice and warm and toasty. The easy thing about having tapered trousers is that the taper is super flattering, it's super elongating, so it's just an easy pant again that you can put on and not really have to think a whole lot about what you're pairing it with. You could add some contrast with a t-shirt. You could keep it sophisticated with a button-up, contrast with a sneaker, and you can keep that edgy sophistication with a black boot. All right, you guys, that is it. That is it for today on how to look chic in the wintertime. Most of these tips, most of these things that I mentioned here today, all sort of circle back to each other, all kind of intertwine and work together. So that is the biggest thing here, is that I think that is also a big tip in itself. So maybe number 12, make sure that whatever route you decide to go with your wardrobe, that everything sort of circles back to each other, because that will make it a lot easier to stay chic in a way that you don't have to think about it all the time. It'll just make everything a whole lot easier for styling purposes throughout the winter. I hope that today's episode was helpful for you. If so, you know what to do. Give me that thumbs up, comment below, share with your friends, and subscribe for future weekly episodes. Well, I hope you have a nice, toasty, roasty sort of day, and I hope that you are loving each other and supporting each other. All right, we will definitely be chatting soon. Bye.